Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back to our monthly Minecraft challenge set by the Creators Guild. And you know the score by now. We've got to do a few little bits and pieces like start the game in creative, no multiplayer, we're going to set the game to hard, no starting map, random seed, we'll knock the sim distance down, show coordinates on, and away we go, loading up a completely random seed for this challenge, which is called Why I Gotta Care About a Lotta Terracotta. Set by the Creators Guild, specifically Gregor has come up with this one, and basically the aim of the game is to try and be the fastest person to collect 10 different colours of terracotta in Minecraft in survival. So, like I say, we have to start in creative because we've got to give ourselves a few items to help us with this challenge, specifically a diamond axe, pickaxe and shovel. Although I have yet to use the pickaxe for this challenge. I've had a few practice goes. Crafting table, and we also need a bed. It's got to be orange, of course. And then we've got to give ourselves some furnaces. No, that's not how you spell furnace, is it? Furnace, there we go. So we want to give ourselves a stack of furnaces because you could use up to 64 of these, and a stack of coal as well to go with that. So there we go, a stack of coal, and we're allowed to give ourselves some food, which is a stack of whatever you want, really, cooked meat. We'll go for steak because that's the yummiest. And we've got everything we need now, so we can just quickly pop ourselves back into survival mode by putting in this next command here. And then we need to do a time set. So we're going to set the time to day. I don't know what time of the day that sets it to, but that's all we need and we're off. So the aim of the game is to try and find flowers for your colours, and you've got to find as many clay blocks to mine as possible. And obviously, you know, clay blocks, they generate in rivers most of the time. They could be in lush caves, but we don't have those yet. But we are in 1.17, so there are some new features around like glow squids and axolotls that we might spot in the rivers. Now, whenever you see a squid, you've got to go for that guy because black dye, you know, and potentially grey dye, you just can't get it without the squids or a wither rose, and I'm not killing a wither in this challenge. So we need to get lots of other flowers though for lots of other colours, and we need to mine a ton of clay, which at this point in the game we haven't got silk touch, so we've just got to mine as much clay balls as possible and turn that into blocks again on the crafting table. So I found that it is much easier to mine the clay, like much quicker, if you're stood with your head above the water. The moment your head goes down, it takes a lot longer to mine underwater without aqua affinity. So that's my plan. Just oh, we got another drowned here. The drowns are a bit aggy today. Oh, we got copper ingot. Nice. That's absolutely useless to me in this challenge, but it's nice. Oh, shovel would help. Shovel. There we go. Right, I've got all my balls, and really I need to start looking for a few flowers. There's a yellow one there. That'll do. That's a start. Yellow. Need to get a couple of yellows because we need to make orange as well, not just yellow. So we'll grab those, and then we've got to keep our eyes peeled for other colours. I'm not going to go into the spruce forest because from experience they don't really have any other flowers except dandelions. Red is very nice, I need that, and there's a few more red over here. Red is very useful because red, pink, purple, even magenta you can make from the red dyes. So you need to be sure that you get in a few of those. I did see some oxide daisies over there, which could give me light grey, but I'm going to gamble and hope that I'm going to find some other light greys over here. Now we're heading towards a swamp here, which could be good as well because of blue flowers. That is a godsend because blue has been my stumbling block so far in these challenges. You just cannot find a cornflower when you need a cornflower, you know. But swamps also have the blue orchids, which make light blue dye as well, which is very useful. And you know, green can be a problem. You need a desert for that. Where are the blue orchids around here? I'm not seeing any yet. But the other good thing about swamps is they have a lot of open, low waters where you will find an abundance of clay. And I realise it is very difficult to see through the murky bog water what exactly is going on. So let's just dive down. I know it's going to take a bit longer to mine these blocks, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's weird, since 1.17 on Bedrock, you can see underwater so much clearer than you did before. I don't know if that's something that we've had ported over from Java. Is it this clear underwater on Java? I'm sure the Java players will tell me. But yeah, you see the difference. Like, you can actually see what you're doing underwater much clearer than you can from above it. So I'm just going to grab as much of this clay as possible, because, like I say, you need so much clay, because you can't just make one colour block of terracotta. You have to make 8 in Minecraft. So you've got to get all 10 colours that we need for this challenge, we need to get 80 blocks of terracotta made. So that's a lot of clay, as you can imagine. So I'm just going crazy for the clay right now, trying to get as much as possible. That lily pad is not going to help me whatsoever in this challenge. Unfortunately, you can't smelt lily pads down into green dye yet in Minecraft. Maybe that's something that they'll look to add in the future, give the lily pads a bit more of a use other than being a platform you can stand on water. Right, so we've got enough terracotta now. I've just made 90, which is plenty. And I see some blue orchids in the distance there. And that birch forest could be promising as well, because sometimes you can find the two tall flowers hidden amongst the birch trees in there. So we'll head over there and see what we can find. Right, I can already see from here that there are some peonies, the pink two tall flowers. So that would be very useful. That will save me a red dye. White has also been a problem. White early game you can only really make from the lily of the valley. The white tulips they make light grey, the oxeye daisies and the other azure bluettes or whatever they are, they all make light grey dye, which is not what I want, because white is incredibly useful for making, like, you know, light green or light blue or pink, if you haven't found one of those peonies. And I think you can actually make magenta using a combination of red and white and some blue, I think. I've made it by accident once or twice when I've not meant to, and it's used all of my red dye before, which I didn't want to do, even though I had some of those lilacs, those two tall magenta flowers in my inventory. For some reason, Bedrock is weird in what, you know, things it prioritizes. And there we go, Lily of the Valley. That is incredible. That, I think, because that also makes white dye as well, which is another one. I think that is everything that we need colour-wise. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. But let's just set down 10 furnaces and 1 for luck. I don't need that extra one. And then I'm just going to speed this bit up, because, you know, we need to, like, put 8 blocks of terracotta in each of these furnaces, and then just a small amount of coal. So we're just going to quickly buzz through, put 8 blocks of clay in each of these furnaces, and then smelt them up. And then while that's cooking, I'm going to get my crafting table out, and we're going to start making our coloured dyes, because I am really hoping that we've got enough. So I can make white, I can make 1 light grey, I can make red, I can make yellow, I can make 1 orange as well. The light blue, thankfully that hasn't used any of my white dye. Now magenta, here we go, yeah, so 2 reds, a blue and a white, so I'll make 1 of those. And we need to make a grey. Hopefully that's not going to use all of my black. No. Luckily that squid, he gave me 3 sacks, so that was also very, very fortuitous. So, that should, if I get this organised, that should be all of the colours I need. I'm just going through. Red, yes. Let's just make the pink. But see, the pink, it wanted to use the red and the white, which is no good. So if we manually put the pink peony on the crafting table, it hasn't consumed my last white dye and my last red dye. But yeah, I've come a cropper with that in a few practice runs, where it's just, you know, I've got the flower in my inventory, yet it uses some of the dyes that I've already made. So I'm just going to quickly go out, grab this terracotta, and then we can start putting the colours together. And so yeah, let's just go through yellow, light blue, blue. I love the colours of the terracotta. They're very useful for building, because they're such odd colours that we don't get otherwise in Minecraft, that complement some of the other basic colours like concrete and stuff. So I think that is every single colour that we needed. We've got our 10 colours, and we just need to run a quick time query for the game time, and that is 12,820. So that's a pretty good score. That was pretty quick. We managed to get those all done before sunset, so really pleased with that. I'm just going to organise them quickly, just make doubly sure, because you can't count terracotta as a block because that's not a coloured terracotta. And where is it? Oh, there it is. Right, I knew I had another terracotta. So we've got our 10. That's perfect. So yeah, that was a really fun challenge, and like I said, I had a few practice runs. The blue, would cause me trouble. And when you want a squid, do you think you can find a squid when you want to find a squid? No. And also, a swamp is very handy for the easy to access clay as well. So got really lucky in this world here. So yeah, 12,820 is my score. I'm really pleased with that. It's the quickest I've managed so far in my practice runs. So hope you all enjoyed this challenge, and give it a go for yourself. See if you can beat my score, because I'm sure that score could definitely be improved upon. I did do a little bit of running around, but if you can get it all done with before the sunset, then you're in with a good chance of winning. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I will look forward to seeing you for another Minecraft challenge very soon. Take care, and bye for now.